And welcome back, everybody, to America 180. Look, we want to get into the Gen Z vote now. And this just in, I know I've got makeup on and I look great, but I ain't Gen Z. As a matter of fact, I'm far from Gen Z. And trust me, well, not that I need to get into this idea that when I wake up in the morning, you don't want to see what I look like, but I have literally gone off the rails talking about how I wake up in the morning. But the point is, I'm not Gen Z. We do have someone on the show today who's not only Gen Z, but I mean, like if you had to rank Gen Z, I mean, he's way up there. Okay. He's like top list. We'll get to him in a moment. One of his videos, Brilyn Hollyhand, went viral just in the last week or so because he, in essence, called out some DNC TikTokers. That's right, DNC TikTokers. It'd be nice if the RNC had some RNC TikTokers. But anyhow, the DNC TikTokers were peddling, wait for it, misinformation. Brilyn Hollyhand, the founder and editor-in-chief of the Truth Gazette, 16 years old, called him out in his nice Southern bless your heart way. Have a look.
The Republican Party doesn't understand about Gen Z is we don't like you. You claim you want to appeal to Gen Z, but you call us stupid, you say we're dumb, you say we're indoctrinated. I promise it's a losing strategy.
Hey guys, Brilyn Hollyhand here, 16-year-old conservative commentator, founder and editor-in-chief of the Truth Gazette. You both falsely claim in your video that the Republican Party is calling our generation, Gen Z, stupid, but in fact, it's actually quite the opposite. Kamala Harris, the current vice president of the United States, who both of you just endorsed this past week for re-election, word for word called 18 through 24-year-olds, aka our generation, Gen Z, stupid. Her words, not mine. Take a look.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
I disagree with her on that. We should all be calling her out on that, but guess what? You guys won't, because you take a paycheck from the DNC. Maybe next time, before you throw stones and glass houses, you should take a look at what your own party's leaders are saying.
And joining me now is Brilyn Hollyhand, the founder and editor-in-chief of the Truth Gazette. Brilyn, great to have you here. Appreciate it.
David, congrats on the new show. It's so good to see you again.
Well, great to see you. Look, you're not just that. You're a conservative commentator. You've got a lot of different titles. We'll get to one of your most recent titles here in a moment, but take me through that video. I love the way you call them out, but you do it in that bless your heart way. Give me a sense of that, what happened with that video, because it did go viral.
Yes, it did go viral. I think it's about to hit 2 million views while we're recording this interview, which is insane. That a 16-year-old can get a message out to 2 million people on just one platform. That's just Twitter alone. But yeah, you hit the nail right on the head there. You know exactly that little Southern charm that we can fit in there. But yes, so I was scrolling through my Twitter feed Saturday afternoon, just enjoying a nice, beautiful Saturday down here in the South. And that video came up, and I had saw that it went viral that morning, and just kind of watched it, and was kind of taken aback that these two DNC funded TikTokers put out this video peddling lies. Every single video, I mean, I wasn't shocked, but every single remark made in this video was a lie. And I was sitting here and I was like, what should I do? Should I kind of just reply and post some article links of, debunking this type? And I said, no. They deserve a fact check. We're going to give these guys a fact check. So I sat down Saturday afternoon. Maybe it took 10 minutes. I don't know, afternoon. It really wasn't that big of a deal. And filmed a quick response video, as your audience just saw. Moved on with my afternoon, went hung out with some friends, enjoyed the beautiful weather. Sunday morning, woke up, getting ready for church, and my phone had blown up. It had hit 1 million views that morning on Twitter. It's also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Since then, it's almost hit 2 million views. So it's gone insane, but I think really most of the reaction that we've gotten from it is I'm glad somebody's finally speaking out. Because normally, we're used to the rhino Republicans that will sit back and kind of be timid and just kind of let them say their thing and not interact because they're afraid of confrontation. But David, you know me for a while. I'm completely fine with confrontation. Right. So we did the fact check video and it's performed pretty well.
Yeah, it's really been amazing. And what's interesting, it kind of leads to a larger discussion about how the Gen Z folks are there for the taking, if you will, as it relates to listening to what the Republicans need to say. But the Republicans need to show up, whether it be on TikTok, whether it be on all of the social media platforms. And what's the best way to reach them? Because I do want to get to that announcement that you've made this week, but I want to hold that for a moment. But what is the best way to reach them? Because this is tough stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be tough stuff, but for some reason, I don't know, the old fogies there, whether it be the Republicans, not the Democrats, clear, but the Republicans seem to, need to kind of get with the program here.
Absolutely. It's past time to get with the program, David.
Sure.
We're well past the days where you can just, have some Republican commentator write a column up and put it in the Sunday paper. Nobody's going to read that. We're past those days.
Hmm.
If we want to engage with youth voters, if we want any shot at winning the elections in 2024, we have to meet youth voters where they are, and that is online. We have to be pumping out content from all spectrums of the Republican side. This is something that the RNC needs to be doing, and they've been doing. This is something that Turning Point USA does incredibly. There are organizations out there that are doing a heck of a job of putting this content, pushing this out to social media. But this is where have to have these tough conversations. I've been on your programs before, and we talk about these tough conversations. And it's past time for the Republican Party to kind of back away from the table and say, oh, we don't want to go there. We've got to go there. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying, David, that we need to buckle in our conservative viewpoints, but we have to have those conversations. The
100.
RNC announced something that's, sorry to interrupt you. The
Mhm.
RNC announced something that's incredible with their first debate coming up in August. They're going to be, while broadcasting that on Fox News, will be simultaneously broadcasting that or streaming that on Rumble, this YouTube alternative that's come out in the past few years. That's incredible because
Yeah.
you've got these young people that might not be as interested in politics as me, but they're on Rumble. Their favorite YouTubers that might have gotten banned from YouTube for being too controversial or politically incorrect. They watch those people now on Rumble. So you've got people that might not be interested in politics, but will be voting in 2024. They see this debate and they watch it. And I think we both agree that there'll be some fireworks in this debate come August. So I think there'll be a lot for them to watch there. And I think it's a great move by the RNC.
There's no doubt about it. Speaking of the RNC, I've got about a minute and a half or so, 2 minutes left. Tell me a little bit about this new position for you. This is a big deal. Well, I'll let you explain it and announce it. Hit it.
Yes, sir. You were one of the first people to have me on air after I came out with an article back in January titled "The GOP Must Address the Elephant in the Room: Gen Z."
Right.
I came on air. I talked to you about it. I said on air that the Republican Party is an endangered species at risk of extinction if we don't start involving my generation. And oh my gosh, Twitter blew up at me after your show, David. They freaked out. They said it was fear mongering. But you know me. I continue to put out tweets, continue to put out articles, continue to go on TV. But I put action behind my words. I just didn't want to, be this talking pundit on TV. I actually wanted to do something with my
Right.
thoughts and beliefs and ideals. So I reached out to the GOP chairwoman, and since January, we have been meeting and having discussions and planning. And I just got back from a trip to DC about a month ago, meeting with some fellow young people. And we are so excited to be rolling out an RNC Youth Advisory Council for 2024. The official launch will be sometime at the beginning of summer. But I'm so excited to take this position. It's an incredible opportunity to be able to represent my generation as a first-time voter come 2024. So I'm so excited and really looking forward to what we're going to be able to do with this thing.
That's great. I got about 20 seconds left, 25 seconds. What will this Youth Advisory Council be doing? What kind of input? How will this look? How will this present itself, if you will?
Absolutely. So not to get too much into the details yet,
Yeah,
to spring on,
sure.
the chairwoman's announcement, but I will say that when we had our meeting, our first, big group meeting about a month ago, we sat there and just really shared ideas. She sat and listened, and we really just, came up with these ideas. Me and CJ Pearson, who's already announced that he's going to be a part of this council, we both, kind of pitched this idea of Rumble and this type of things. And obviously the chairwoman's listening. So we're really excited about
That's
this. We
great.
think it can do a lot of change and can be historic going into 2024.
Brilliant Hollyhand, great to have you. I can only wish that I was as smart as you at 16 years old. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
David, it's always good to see you.
And I should say 16. How about 58 years old? Back in a moment.